And we're talking about the big bucks. Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled a revised California budget proposal for the upcoming fiscal year of, get this, $300 billion. It's a groundbreaking amount, and with it, an unprecedented surplus. So I have the breakdown of that proposal.
Here's the number you've been waiting for, this surplus. Projected operating surplus for the state of California in the May revisions, just shy of $100 billion, simply without precedent. No other state in American history has ever experienced a surplus as large as this.
That surplus in funds thanks to a GDP growth rate of 7.8%, prompting a May revision of the California budget proposal for the upcoming fiscal year. Governor Gavin Newsom now urging the state legislature to increase it to $300.7 billion. $18.1 billion the governor is hoping will alleviate the burdens of inflation, giving Americans money directly to pay rent, their utilities, and subsidize costs of health and child care. But as the Assembly Republicans, which includes Assembly member of California's 34th Assembly District Vince Fong, points out, that amount does not include an immediate gas tax relief. They wrote in part in a statement he did not propose any permanent tax relief to deal with the worsening affordability crisis exacerbated by his policies. Given the bone-dry conditions caused by the third year of drought, he stubbornly dismisses the cry to build more water storage and accelerate wildfire prevention projects. The governor may not want to acknowledge it, but California is in crisis and his budget is unsustainable. What Newsom did go on to propose, $47.1 billion to address pollution, bolster climate-resilient water supplies, move toward cleaner energy, and protect communities from wildfires and extreme heat. Another $14.7 billion was proposed to help get those experiencing homelessness off the streets and give vital services if they're suffering from mental illness.
I don't know, 7 new projects we just put out a couple days ago, $166 million. $1.1 billion just in the new program, 4,000 new units just since Home Key 2, 10,000 total, 10,000 in just less than a couple years.
Newsom goes on to ask legislatures for $37 billion to rebuild California's infrastructure. That includes housing and a record $128.3 billion to revolutionize public education, and $660 million being set aside for public safety, new law enforcement recruits, mental health support for current officers, support for victims of sex trafficking, and tackling crimes against children, both online and on the streets. It's all a part of what Newsom calls California's pro-life agenda.
Pro-life, you'd actually support common sense gun safety. If you were pro-life, you would be expanding after-school and preschool programs in every single one of these cases. Universally, these same folks that claim or hold claim to this pro-life side are cutting those programs, opposing expansion of those programs in every single case. So spare me their mantra on being pro-life.